Yo, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Cartier. You on Cartier World today. We got another reaction video, bro. Need y'all to like, comment, sub up, man. Like, comment, sub up. Let's run them numbers up, bro. Let's run them comments up. Let's run that content up, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, tuning in. You know we coming back to back with the hottest stuff ever, bro. So turn on them post notifications, bro. For real, for real. We on a mission of 5,000 subs. So let's get to that. Man, today we got Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, on Halle Berry being choked by singer Christopher at a party, and Jaguar Wright claims this. This is deep, man. Shout out my baby Halle Berry. Come on, man. Sexy as ever. That's the one. Man, you know, it just kind of goes to show you, like, I think back in the day, too, domestic violence was a little bit more common and unfortunately a little bit more like normalized and accepted within pop culture. Like Bobby and Whitney, it was just like, oh, people, their spouses fight each other and beat each other. Don't make it right, but I think it was a little bit more normal back in these times. But let's speak on what Jaguar Wright saying he saw Christopher do to Halle Berry.
You know what he meant too. But you seen that clip of Christopher Williams? He finally addressed Jaguar Wright claims, her saying that he gave Diddy fellatio for a demo deal. He called her a crackhead.
Wow. Hold on. Wow. Diddy, you doing it like that?
Well, before we start that, I want to talk about my book. I'm gonna answer your question, but my book is my second book is Life After Death: When Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star, by me, Gene Deal. This book right here, I've had some reviews on it, and people are telling me it's better than the first one. But you know how your first baby is. But you can get it on Amazon, or you can get it on Amazon. It's Life After Death: When Bodyguard and a Hip Hop Star, by Gene Deal. Thank you for letting me plug this on your show. I appreciate that. Yo, it's crazy, man, because the enemy of my enemy, I consider my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to say about Jag, and I have nothing to say bad about Christopher. You understand? But I know of Christopher Williams, and I know of Jaguar Wright. I met them both and everything like that. So you know what I'm saying? Been around both of them. Jag was way back in the 90s. You understand? Christopher was in the early 2000s and things like that. 90s and early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? But Christopher Williams is a gangster. So when I first heard the story that Jag said one of her friends told her, the lady who was a lawyer who was working in Puff's office, and he did that, I didn't believe it because I knew Christopher Williams, who he was in the street. I don't put nothing past none of these industry dudes, but I knew who Christopher Williams was in the street. Gun toting, drugs.
Oh, that nigga was a gangster. He said Big Christopher was a gangster. He was a singer, but the nigga was gangster. He was pistol toting. He was really out there like that. And so what made him choke? Why was he choking out Halle Berry though?
You know, the whole thing. Everybody knew, and he even said it himself publicly. So when everybody's saying I'm running my mouth on Mac, he already said this stuff before. Everybody know who Christopher Williams was, who was around there at the time. He did not play, especially with the honeys. You understand? I had a situation with him myself in a club. So when I heard Jag say that, I knew that knowing the behavior of somebody walking in on somebody, unless you a certain type of person, you're gonna sit there and watch like, oh, y'all doing that, or you're gonna get a quick glance and see somebody, and then you're gonna walk out and leave. Now, I knew a dude who worked for Puff in his marketing department that he favors Christopher Williams. I'm not saying he was the one that the lady saw, but I am saying that I didn't believe personally it was Christopher Williams. And if it was anybody, it was somebody that had assets and was up there like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had my mixed emotions about it.
Hmm.
Yeah, he also said when he was addressing Jaguar Wright, he also said that he'll smack Diddy. And what you think about that?
Well, it'll be a good fight.
Nigga said, "I'll smack that nigga Diddy, homie." Hold on, I ain't playing none of that. Hey, hey, man, this is interesting. So, did Christopher do it or did he get framed? That's the real question. Are you framing that man or did he do it, bro?
I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something that you would want to see. And he probably would. Both of them got a hand problem when they come to women.
Mm. So he really liked that. Nah, Christopher did this. He don't know how to. So yeah, bro. Domestic violence, man. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? This was a big thing back then. This was more popular. Bruh. How this nigga get away with choking Halle though? It's kind of interesting. This man. It's kind of interesting to see like how women have been treated in entertainment and hip hop, and it's like, yeah, it's like now it's crazy to see they are female rappers and empowering, and there's so many groups and things for people for women to talk to and get help with. So that's dope, but just seeing where it came from, like that's a dark place where, you got people choking out and putting their hands on women in the industry, bro. That's out of pocket.
So that'd be a good fight.
Speaking of that, right? Tell me about that time that you met Christopher Williams at Heavy D party and you seen him putting his hands on a female.
Well, Heavy D was doing a party at the California Club. And I told my team, don't let nobody in. Because we had went to Russell Simmons' house and got some credit cards to open up the bar. When I get back, my team tells me that 2 people are in the club. And I said, I told you not to let nobody in. He said, the girl Jessica had came out and told us to let 2 people in the club. You know what I'm saying? And I so me and a guy called Dre, we called him on the street called Big Boy. We went around the club to see can we find the 2 people, because they wasn't even searched. So as I'm coming down and around, I see this dude got this girl by her neck.
Damn.
Right? And he got about a neck. And he got his hand behind his back like this. And it appeared to be a gun.
Damn.
And I was like, oh shit. This is crazy. So I wait a Big Boy. And he goes and he comes to the left side of Christopher Williams. I go from the back side to the back of him, and I grab his arm first, both hands. I grab both hands on his arm. Big Boy grabbed him, right? So we got him. I pushed towards him and twist his hand and pulled the gun out of his hand. Pulled the gun out of his hand, and I was, Big Boy still got him. I take the gun, take the bullets out, because Big Boy could grab him. You know, Drake could grab him. It wasn't no problem. Grab him. So then, he wasn't even trying to get away from Dre. I take the bullets out because it was a Trey 8, 38 special. Take the bullets out, put it in my hand, put the gun in my pocket. We grab him up. We picks him up now and takes him out the club. We take him out the club all the way across the street. It was on 44th Street. So we put him down. And he just looked. He didn't open his mouth or say nothing. And I'm talking to him the whole time. Yo, my man, what's wrong? Why you doing that? What's going on with you, bro? He ain't say nothing, man. He said, yo, she be bugging. She be having me.
That nigga a nut, homie. That's crazy. Imagine this nigga in the club with the blick out like he finna kill her, bro. Damn, bro. See, that's when shit going too far, man. It ain't never that deep, bro. Just leave, homie. Just leave, man. You gotta. That's crazy. Nigga got her choked up, gun out, blick out. Man, shout out to Gene Deal. Cause he saved that woman life, cause he was bound to lose it all, honestly. He sound like a nut.
That's all he was saying. Yo, she had me bugging. She had me bugging. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. So we set him down. And then when we set him down, he walked about 5 or 6 feet away from her. He just turned around. He said, yo, can I have my gun back? I gave him his gun back, and he walked down the block. And then later on that night when we closed the door, because we worked the line outside. So after we closed the door, about an hour or two later, I seen him up in the club still. And somebody let him back in the club. Like, oh, shit. But somebody said, you know, that was his girlfriend at the time, Halle Berry. So
Wow.
they said it was her.
Whoa. So how?
That's scary, homie. That's scary, man. Shout out to Halle Berry, bro. Her life could have been ended. Gene Deal saved her life for real, man. Shame on you, Christopher. Niggas can't be acting like that, bro. Like, it don't be that deep, dog. Like, just let it go, bro. Don't you finna crash out over a female is nuts. Like, niggas be too high powered. It be ego, pride. Like, you gotta let that hurt go, bro.
Serious the one he was choking.
Yep.
And you didn't get to see her face?
Well, I saw her face and everything. But, you know, it was dark in the club.
So from what you seen, right, do you think it was her?
It was somebody who looked like Halle Berry to me. But you got to realize there's pictures of him and her at that birthday party. But he's a player. He could have had 2 women at the party.
Gene don't want to get too caught into that. He like, I'm not saying it was her, but it looked like her. That's like, I think he don't want to be questioned about this by police or anything. So that's why he was like, yeah, it looked like Christopher Lovejoy, it looked like Halle Berry. He trying to like kind of cover it up, I feel like. But I definitely think this is a real story, bro. Man, that would have been crazy if we had no Halle Berry. Because of a light-skinned singing nigga named Christopher Williams.
Chris was that type of dude.
And you said that he was hard on females, huh?
Damn.
From what I heard in the street, yeah. But like he said, he'd been hard on Diddy too. He said he'd have been his Maytag. You know what that was, right?
No, I don't know what that is.
He said, if we was in prison, he'll be my Maytag.
What?
He'll be washing his drawers. Maytag washing machine. Christopher Williams, I don't know the problems he may have had with the law. I don't know the problems he had, you know, because Jag was saying a lot of things. You know, he was stealing, he was doing this like that. But in the street, he was always known as being a gangster. So, you know, all that other stuff, I don't know about, bro, as far as, you know, saying that he's on his knees with Diddy. Now, I don't believe that at all.
That's crazy.
Not at all.
But what was his issue with Diddy for him to say that he'll smack him, though?
Because Diddy wasn't, see, who y'all see Puff as being, we didn't see Puff like that. Puff didn't start acting like that and doing that shit until he went to Hollywood. You understand what I'm saying? We know him at Uptown Records, at Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying? Before this Diddy and his brother Love, and then his Love shit. When he started doing some other things to make his money. But he wasn't like the person that y'all know him to be from back in the day. So Christopher was around Uptown Records, you know, and he was Christopher's son him at all.
I see. And you made a comment saying that he could have went to the next level if he wanted to.
But you could tell that. Christopher Williams, bro, listen here. Christopher Williams could act. He could sing. You understand? He was one of them light-skinned, pretty-ass niggas. Remember what Wesley Snipes said when he stabbed him with the knife on New Jack City. I ain't like your pretty mama, no way. You understand? He wasn't the dude that was going through those doors. Had Christopher Williams went through those doors, he would have been as big as Luther Vandross.
Damn.
And when you say doors, what do you mean by that exactly?
Like some of the artists in the speaker, there's certain doors that they go through that they accept the lifestyle that goes against your manhood, that goes against your principle, that it will have you looking funny in the mirror at yourself. And when they go through those doors and they make those changes, like Lil Nas X and people like that, they become megastars without the talent. Christopher Williams had the talent. But because he refused to go through those doors,
So Christopher Williams, his career played out how it played out because he wasn't trying to do no backdoorious shit. He wasn't trying to do no booty bandit, nothing homosexual. He was standing on his principles of I'm a street dude. Now, he wrong as hell for putting his hands on women. We not condoning that. And nigga, shout out to Halle Berry for making it out of there. Shout out to Gene Deal for saving her ass, cause that's sick. That's crazy, bro. That nigga, you out, bro. You out of pocket for that. That's why your career ain't did what it was supposed to, cause you was living out of pocket. You was doing wrong. And that, you know what I'm saying, that bad karma got around to you, and not the good one. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It's Cartier, you in Cartier World.